All right, Deconverted Man here, and the Venn diagram of people that watch my content and would like Avatar: The Last Airbender is extraordinarily small. So I said on my main channel, hey, go check it out on this channel if you want. And so I'm putting it here. Anyways, okay. Let's talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender cartoon. And I do say cartoon. Anime is Japan animation, made in Japan, written by Japanese. That's what anime is. Uh, I guess different people might have different ideas about that. Whatever. That's what I think. I know that the Avatar cartoon was drawn by Asian studios, whatever. But so it was written in America, so it's a cartoon, not anime, even though it looks anime-ish. Um, and the original series, Avatar: Last Airbender, fantastic show, love it. Only two bad episodes that are skippable and pointless. Maybe three, depending on who you ask. Uh, but just amazing, just peak. And I remember there wasn't a real decent card game or toys when it first was out. No decent video games. Those things came out eventually, but they just were really bad quality. There wasn't guitar, there wasn't Toph, there wasn't Suki. There it was like, where are all the toys? Where's the video game that like is good? Because the video game that came out looked like crap and played like crap according to everyone that's reviewed it. The card game was an utter joke because it was like tied into some other pre-existing card game whose mechanics just sucked and didn't it didn't do anything. It didn't feel Avatar. I played it. I was super disappointed in it, and it was just a lot. They it didn't like why it didn't have decent merchandise at the time. I don't know. And ended perfectly as a series, and it was great. And then there was the announcement of Avatar: Last Airbender movie, but they called it The Last Airbender because bleeping Cameron was like, you can't use the word Avatar. I have Avatar, and it'll confuse people. Such a stick in the mud. Come on, man. I don't know. It's just dumb. And then they show the preview on, and it looks pretty cool. They got Aang's in this temple with these candles, and all the fire ships are coming to get him. And oh man, it looks so good. And it's like, oh man, this is gonna be crazy epic. It's gonna be like a different story in the Avatar universe or whatever. And people were like excited for it. It's directed by M. Night Shyamalan. What? Okay. And the movie sucked. The movie just was utter garbage. The creators didn't want to do a movie. And if they had to do a movie, they wanted it to be a cartoon, and they wanted creative control, and they were denied both of those things. They were attached for a very limited time and then tossed out. And there's edits or things left on the cutting room floor that just show how bad this movie could have been, even worse than it was. The effects suck, the acting sucks, the writing sucks. It tries to cram an entire season into one movie, so you get just this long, drawn out monologue by the gal that's playing Katara. They called everybody different names. Aang is Ong. It just didn't. Nothing made sense. They hired this guy because he could do martial arts, but he can't act. everyone's dull and stiff and just it. Why retread the old ground? Why not do something new? It just was nothing. So people were like, "Well, that sucked," and then years go by, whatever, it's put on Netflix or whatever, and people watch the original again. It's like, oh yeah, this is good. And then Korra came along, The Legend of Korra. Eh, eh, it was there, and it's like it felt like the creators hated the movie so much that they wanted to hurt the original characters with Korra's storyline. I don't know. That's just my view. And so all the characters we love make these decisions that just don't make sense. But now there's a new animated movie, Aang, the Last Airbender, and apparently got released accidentally. Like, it's not supposed to have been released, but it's out or available online. And Paramount doesn't know what to do with that. And it's like, you're not supposed to watch it, or you're not supposed to talk about it, or whatever. I don't know. There's drama going on. I watched it. It was great. It was good. I'd say 4.5 out of 5. It wasn't perfect, but it was pretty dang good. The storyline is, leading up to the Korra events, but it doesn't ruin our characters in this particular story, and that's good. I know the comics absolutely do ruin these characters, in my opinion. I don't like the, some of the early choices are fine, but later choices they make just like doesn't make sense to me. And I remember the first comic was like, oh, it was mentioned in the final episode of the series, and it's like, oh, it wasn't about Zuko's mom. Ha! We're teasing. Oh, the next one, is that about Zuko? No. This one, and then finally get around to it, and like by then I'd lost interest. I was like, I read it. It was like, that was okay. It was just like, weird. I don't know, weird choices. But this movie was fine. I was disappointed that wasn't any of the original voice actors except for I think the Cabbage guy. I don't know. They like that guy, I guess. I don't know. But it was fine. The animation looked good. So what should Paramount do? Well, who am I to tell them what to do? Well, I think they should put it on YouTube for free. I mean, it's already out, so you might as well. Just say, hey, look, guys, here it is. It got leaked, whatever. Watch it for free. And, put an ad for the new stuff that's going to come out, whatever that is, which is like a sequel to Korra or whatever. I don't know. It's weird ideas that they have. So I guess that's what made me think of Avatar and is the new movie and all that. And now they have decent toys, and now they have like even a decent game. There's like a fighting game coming out that looks really good. It's like, well, the card game, there still isn't a card game, although Avatar Magic the Gathering happened, but that's a different, it's Magic the Gathering. So it's not really just Avatar. But it's close. I mean, I guess that's as close as we're gonna get. I don't know if there's any good board games of it. But at least the toys are now, you can get decent toys of it and stuff like that if you want to get the merchandise. It's like it feels like too little too late. So the next one, whatever the bleep is gonna be, I think they're gonna do some weird stuff with it. I don't know. I don't know. But maybe it will be good. I don't know. We'll see. Oh yeah, and there's a live action Avatar done on Netflix that I really don't really. I mean, I saw some of the episodes. I was like, hey, I don't. It's just redoing the same thing. I don't understand why you would do that, and I don't know why you do live action. But the character of Toph, she looks right. She looks good, and so I'm gonna see if the Toph episodes are decent. And you know, I don't know. Anyway, so that was it. You know, it's just some mussing about Avatar: The Last Airbender. Just wanted to get my ideas said. Nothing new. Nothing really that I have new to offer on it. I don't think. But yeah, that's it. Later.